our mood, in the humble mood and the mood of request as we pay our obeisances and respect sa ating mga spiritual teachers. So join us as we recite the invocation mantras. So there you go. Ito, ito, ito. Yes. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet Nashta Priyashu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Utamas Loke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. So welcome sa ating Braj Bhakti Academy, Mog in the Middle podcast. And this is every day from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. The study of Srimad Bhagavatam. And of course, we have different servants. I'm your servant Radhachandas, and we have now Radhanath Prabhu reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto creation, chapter 5, entitled Narada's Instructions on Srimad Bhagavatam. So yesterday we discussed about yesterday natin. We discussed about sugar coating the bitter pill, giving feedbacks, or also giving the truth eloquently by having the art of communication, or lalagyan natin ng appreciation then, or encouragement, because a lot of, I don't know if you will agree with me, but a lot of a lot of conflict sa mundo is just because of miscommunication, 'di ba? A lot of
Agree.
agree yun, no? Parang minsan hindi naman talaga nila meant magkasakitan ng sama ng loob, or talagang to hurt someone else feelings, pero minsan kung paano dineliver, paano binigay yung message. I've learned this the hard way kasi I grew up in Manila. Then di ko alam sa iba't ibang probinsya pala, iba-iba ng punto, iba-iba ng tono sa pananalita, 'di ba? Tapos may side na parang Batangas ba 'yun, saka Visayas, na parang, ba't parang palagi sila galit? Feeling ko galit sila sa akin, pero medyo iba lang yung way ng pakikipag-usap nila. Tapos meron namang taga ano, mga Ilonggo, parang ang sweet nila palagi. Kahit medyo nagka-curse na sila, malumanay pa rin. So these are all arts coming from Krishna in communication. And we could see kung paano ginawa ni Vyasadeva yung Srimad Bhagavatam. Alam mo, naka-metro lahat yung ano, nakasukat yung mga words, yung mga syllables dun sa scriptures. Then, lalo na yung spiritual master niya, kung paano niya chinek si Vyasadeva from Srila Vyasadeva's thoughts. So we are now at text number, saan na ba tayo? 17? Yeah, 17. Mali pala yung dito.
Yes, yes, 17.
Text number 17. One who has forsaken his material occupation to engage in the devotional service of the Lord may sometimes fall down while in an immature stage. Yet there is no danger for his being unsuccessful. On the other hand, a non devotee, though fully engaged in occupational duties, does not gain anything. So it was emphasized here yung fall down. Napaka big na word na to kasi we are always trying to stay high in Krishna's love and in devotees' love, or in the knowledge that we're getting. And in our practice, in our sadhana, minsan we will fall down in different stages or different severity. Minsan like pinag-uusapan lang namin kahapon in music, when you're practicing playing an instrument, then you stop your sadhana. It may be, we can call it a little fall down kasi yung practice mo na putol or may vow ka na gawin yung araw-araw, then it will affect you. Nag-iiba yung pag-play mo ng music. Or even in sports, if one is doing a regular practice, tapos hininto mo yon, parang ayaw, yung muscle memory, yung skill set, medyo mag-step back ng onte. Sa yoga, ma-experience natin yan. Medyo parang tumitigas ng onte 'di ba? Compared dun sa dire-diretso na practice ng asana. At the same time, in our spiritual practice, we're doing the um, sadhana as well as yung mga regulative principles. There are some occasional fall down, even those who are in the um, medyo advanced stage even advanced stage actually ng spiritual practices. In due, in because of different factors. I've experienced witnessing different personalities. Siguro na lang. I've read a lot of personalities in scriptures na they're on that advanced stage of their spiritual life. Pero because of these certain factors, um, basically, mas marami doon is Maya. They will have to step back a little bit. A little fall down will happen or big fall down will happen. So, ano mangyayari? Ano daw mangyayari sa practice ng Krishna consciousness? Sa advancement natin when we have to pause a little while or minsan may disturbance, ano yung mangyayari? And Srila Prabhupada is emphasizing here, at first, the duties of mankind are concerned. As far as the duties of mankind are concerned, there are innumerable duties. So it was being designated or categorized. May mga duty yung mankind, yung mga tao. Duties in the material world and duties in our spiritual life. Our swadharma and our dharma. The material duties and our duty ng isang soul is to become a servant. And as a devotee, we don't try just to become a servant. We want to be a servant of the servant of the servant. So we have to parang I would like to hear from Brother Prabhu like yung explanation regarding the bank account. Yung material life, we could gain a lot of talents and skills in sports, in music. Pero para pag namatay tayo, ano mangyayari doon? Or minsan mysticism. And paano ba yung spiritual bank account na tinatawag nila? In practice ng Krishna consciousness, we're moving forward. Then paano pag nahinto tayo or nag-fall down? Ano yung katuloy, yung kasunod nun? Saan tayo magsimula ulit? Let's hear from Radhat Prabhu regarding this.
Good morning. Let's let's rather hear from what Sri Prabhupada said. We have to repeat what he said and try to understand. But yes, ang galing no sa material sa material transactions, 'di ba? Meron tayong bank accounts. Of course, by good practice, you save some money. So you put that money into your savings account and you keep it there for safety, for peace of mind, for emergencies. So those are the things you put in your bank account. This money. Um, Same thing pagdating sa mga material uh, practices, like sabi mo, when one is in sports, one puts in a lot of work sa kanyang profession. Um, it certainly helps one to have that accounts saved. But anyway, we were talking about this spiritual bank account and material bank accounts. And obviously, when you speak about material bank accounts, material assets, we know obviously that in due course of time, um, no matter how much we have, no matter how big or small we have gained due to time, due to our karma, it will be lost. It will be lost. There's nothing that we can take um, of these material assets when we pass away, unfortunately. And that is the saddest thing because yung people in general, they work so hard their whole life, diba? Just to attain this so-called, material acquisitions. So much they work so hard, and practically their whole life they did not stop. And then just at the end of their life, nothing they can take. So that's very sad. So that's generally the understanding of our material, you know, situation. But when you speak about this spiritual bank account, sabi ni Krishna, it is something that He will keep kung ano yung ibinigay mo sa Kanya, and it will never be lost. Di ba may ano yung verse sa Bhagavad Gita na ganun? I carry what you lack, and I will preserve what you have. So Krishna, and that is the thing that I would like to actually give highlight to this verse or these verses na babasahin natin kasi nag-advance reading tayo. Yung feature ng devotional service. Ano very fortunate ka talaga when you come in contact with devotional service. Because whatever you do for Krishna, no matter how small, no matter how big, or no matter how small, um, when somehow by force of circumstance, like we are Radhachan Prabhu explaining, you fall down, you stop. Kasi Prabhupada was explaining in the first verse sa purport, due to one surrenders to Krishna with in a mature state. Tag dito. Let me read that para hindi ko siya misunderstood. Yung sinabi ni Prabhupada na by tagal mag-load eh. But it so happens that one surrenders himself unto the service of the Lord by some temporary sentiment. In the long run, parang due to challenges and so many other reasons, he falls down. Krishna is so kind that whatever you have given to him, it will not be lost. In fact, he will keep that. And whatever you have lacked, he will make sure that he will arrange for you to come back again and then continue your practice. So that's what I wanted to highlight from these lessons, kasi in devotional service is that pure, and it's that everlasting feature ng pagpe-perform ng devotional service, that it gives the ultimate happiness, and at the same time, even if you have not completed it, you will not hindi siya mawawala sa system mo or hindi siya mawawala sa bank account mo, spiritual bank account mo. So Krishna is so kind. So for me, yung message ng verse, the following verses, it gives us a lot of hope, and just some really encouraging feature ng devotional service, na when we surrender to Krishna and we do something for him, we don't worry if somehow by force of circumstance we stop, because nothing will be lost. And then there will come a time that again one will pick it up and then just continue the journey until we perfect our devotional service to Krishna. So hence the difference between the spiritual bank account and the material bank account. Yeah.
That's very wonderful yung sinabi ni Radhanath Prabhu na na-emphasize yung temporary saka yung permanence ng dalawang practice. It was mentioned sa Bhagavad Gita rin, in this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear. So yes, we could create such efforts, endeavors, we could advance materially, But obviously, temporary lang. Parang sinasabi nga sa yung Filipino saying na, hindi mo madala sa hukay yan. So, ganun yung material advancement, economic development, ganun din yung fame, name, kung ano yung makuha natin. Even yung problema mo, 'di ba? Even yung ibang iniisip natin, wino-worry natin, hindi mo rin madadala sa hukay yun eh. It's all temporary. Pero yung process of getting closer kay Krishna, kumbaga para ka lang may 100 steps going kay Krishna, kay Krishna. Minsan we will fall down or like we will stop kung sakaling by the arrangement ng death, we will have to stop papunta kay Krishna. Sa next life natin, ang arrangement ni Krishna is very special. Kung nasa 50th steps ka na, mag-start ka next life sa 51st. Pero yung step natin sa material life, wala, laging back to zero daw. Mawawala siya palagi. Diba? Makakalimutan. Kumbaga kung yung inaral mo dati, pag hindi mo na practice, kung anong, ano yun, kung anong type of knowledge yon. Pag nawala siya, minsan wala na talaga siya. Ganon din yung material life. Ultimately, hindi mo dala yung bank account mo next life, hindi mo dala yung pera mo, hindi mo nga dala din yung friends mo eh. Unless may karma kayong kailangan, magkasama uli kayo. Pero, alam mo yun, ultimately, hindi mo nga dala sa hukay. Hindi mo even dala sa next life. But, the spiritual life, the spiritual bank account, bakit spiritual bank account? Kasi itutuloy mo siya. Andun lang yun, sabi ni Radhanath Prabhu. Si Krishna never niya makakalimutan. Yung mga ginawa natin, even smallest, even 1% lang yon, nag-start lang. That's why Krishna consciousness is so sublime kasi we want others also to start na mag-deposit sa bank account na spiritual bank account nila. Ma-engage sila sa devotional service. Even helping out lang yung to transfer the books from one place to another place or small devotional service to help a devotee do something para ma-spread din yung Krishna consciousness. Even just behind the scene na nangyayari. Or padaliin mo lang yung way ng devotees. Minsan iba ginagawa nila, pinag-drive nila yung devotees or just little menial service. That's, hindi natin alam kung ilang steps na yun or ilang percentage na yun sa bank account. Yung devotees, they are making way para yung ibang tao sa paligid or even ibang living entity mag-start dun sa bank account na yun. Kasi hindi na mawawala yun. Tutuloy lang niya. Bakit kinukwento rin ni Narada mo nito? Kasi there are a lot of factors nga para mahinto yun, mag-fall down, and all. But sabi, don't worry, it will, this bank account will stay permanent. Si Krishna, binabantayan niya bank account na yan. Hindi siya affected ng material um, nature. Sabi sa text 18, basahin natin ang text 19. Medyo connected din siya. Persons who are actually intelligent and philosophically inclined should endeavor only for the purposeful end which is not obtainable even by wandering from the topmost planet, Brahmaloka, down to the lowest planet, Patala. As far as happiness derived from sense enjoyment is concerned, it can be obtained automatically in course of time. Just as in course of time we obtain miseries even though we do not desire them. Grabe naman yung last line. Kahit hindi mo i-desire yung mga miseries in life dadating. Which is true. That is the default ng material life. If di ka kumain, magugutom ka. If di ka nagtrabaho, wala kang money to buy food for the family. So that's the default. May suffering if you don't take care, if you don't maintain your body, magkakasakit. Automatic din daw yun. If one um, yung sense enjoyment, madali lang din dumating. Pero if one performs Krishna consciousness, automatic lalo yung other factors in our material life. Kasi sinabi din dito, even the topmost planet, Brahmaloka, and the lowest planet, there's a verse in Bhagavad Gita, Brahmabhuvana Loka. From the highest planet down to the lowest, lahat is place of misery. May birth and death and all. Kasi lahat yon is part ng material life. They are conditioned souls. They will experience birth old age, disease, and death. Same. So, yung matalino na tao daw, they know saan nila ibubuhos ng life nila kasi this life is very rare. They know na hindi nila dapat i-waste. Kasi marami talagang temptation. Binabanggit ni Sir Prabhupada from 17 and babanggitin niya uli sa purport na 18. Pero rather that, later you can revisit yung dalawang verse. I'll just carry on muna. My dear Vyasa, even though a devotee of Lord Krishna sometimes falls down somehow or other, he certainly does not undergo material existence like others or fruitive workers, etc. Because a person who was once relished the taste of the lotus feet of the Lord can do nothing but remember that ecstasy again and again. I've witnessed devotees who have stopped practicing Krishna consciousness. Hindi na makakalimutan si Krishna. Kumbaga, wala na kalimutan. Para pag may binuksan kang door sa mind or sa heart mo, hindi mo na masarado yon. Ito yung totoong awakening. Hindi mo na mababalik into total na hindi mo kilala si Krishna. Lagi na lang naisip si Krishna. And ano ba yung mga causes of fall down? Sinabi ni Srila Prabhupada here in text number 17, undesirable association. And sinabi rin sa purport dito sa text number 19, due to wrong association, sometimes yung devotee will fall down. This is one factor na pwedeng mag-fall down sa isang practice yung isang tao. Alam natin yun, parang pag nasa maling barkada ka or nasa bad influence ng mga barkada ka, ang hirap nung trajectory ng buhay natin maging papunta dun sa goodness or mapunta dun sa success. Lalo na in spiritual life. There are times, and even in the scriptures, because of wrong association, maraming pwedeng mangyari or pwede silang madala ng material energy ni Maya papunta sa hindi pag-practice ng Krishna consciousness or pag-practice uli ng mga other abominable activities. Ikaw, Radhanath Prabhu, what can you say about having the wrong association or good association? How do we discern? Paano natin makikita? How do we know?
Well, first of all, like anything else, yung association, sabi parang investment din yan eh. Where you, sabi nga, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. Parang ganun eh, di ba? So, investment siya. And yung sinasabi siya Prabhupada dito na intelligent and philosophically inclined, they invest in things na ano na will last forever. Just like any other good businessman, di ba? Parang ganun. Mag-invest siya kung saan malakas. Kung saan tingin niya kikita siya ng malaki. Parang ganun. Pero sa material side yon, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito yung something na hindi talaga mawawala. So, I think yung gusto kong bumalik din sa sinabi mo na poster, ang galing kasi parang you title this session yung fake friends. Actually, yung fake friends na sa tingin ko isa pang medyo na overlook natin is yung fake friends na we think that this wealth, this fame, this beauty, the bodily beauty and the high birth, we think that they are our friends eh. 'Di ba? We cling so much sa mga ganong ano mo tawag, attributes. May magandang teachings diyan eh. Yeah, pwede nating babasahin natin yun in the future. May magandang topic siya, si Queen Kunti. And explain niya yun eh, yung apat na clutches na yun that people in general take that parang security or source of what identity, because there's so much inclined with this material body. So if one is in a higher birth or one has good intelligence, have so much wealth and bodily beauty like this, but all these things are material and temporary. So yun nga, pinag-usapan natin yun, yung bad association. Parang ganun yun, if you associate yourself with your body lang, that's bad association. Why? Because that's temporary. It's temporary. What we should be looking for are association with our spirit soul. Parang sa friends din. May good friends, may bad friends. So obviously, pag bad friends, syempre, only bad things happen, di ba? Pag doon ka nag-spend ng time sa bad friends, eh, hindi sila, bad ka rin kasi yung friends mo bad. If you have good friends, you will be good. If you have godly friends, we have also a godly qualities. Parang ganon. So, wherever you spend or whatever type of association you choose to have, that you will become. So, ang sinasabi ni Srila Prabhupada essentially here is that those who are really intelligent invest or associate or take time to Krishna consciousness, because Krishna consciousness is, well, Krishna is our only real friend actually. He's present with us even now as the spirit soul within the heart. He's always there whether we like it or not. Kahit saan tayo magpunta, kahit na we think na iniwan natin siya or hindi tayo aware sa kanya, pero andyan lang siya. So si Krishna is the ultimate friend. And isa pa akong gustong ano rito, i-highlight yung sa text number 17 ba or 18 na, wait lang, let me just pull that up. Sa 17, there's so many instances in the histories sa Vedic scriptures na even great devotees, they fall down. Eventually, there's maraming mga kwento, maraming mga pastimes sa history ng Vedas, sa Vedic literatures na, but because of, even though they fell down because of their exposure or because of by dint of their loving devotion to the Lord, that protected them from yun nga, dinidescribe na the greatest fear, greatest anxiety, that tinge of devotional service or by practice of devotional service, in the long run have protected them from going back again to this cycle of birth and death. So that is the investment that we want. That is the good association that we want. We want the good association, the good investment that can really protect and give ultimate happiness sa ating sa soul natin. So only in Krishna consciousness and only in devotional service to the Lord that one can attain this ultimate goal. Otherwise, everything else is just a distraction. Everything else is a bad investment. Everything else is bad association, bad friends.
Ang galing nung example niya na regarding the fake friends. Yung mga ibang attachment natin, ibang alluring kasi madalas sa kanila, no, instant gratification. Ang dali sa kanilang parang, uy, parang friends ko to. Just like, ayun nga, parang in context ng material life na having fake friends na will be kasundo, pero kasundo niya in intoxication, in drugs. Oh, sarap tayo lahat. Sense gratifying eh. Magkasundo sila. Getting high, that instant gratification or getting other things na medyo abominable, doing crimes and all. May thrill siya and parang exciting, pero it's not always like that. So, isang factor na binanggit din dito is yung sa association. Yan. Am I back? So, isang factor regarding the association is yung literatures.
Understanding na one due to one's good work, yung result nun is also good result. By putting on good work, one gets good result, di ba? Parang sinabi niya, if one studies very hard and then one gets a good job, di ba? Parang ganon. Natural yung ano eh, yun yung karma. Natural ano siya eh, law of karma siya eh. Do good, you'll have good things. Do bad things, the result will be bad for you. Parang ganon. So the pursuit of this happiness or this natural kasi sa soul yung maghanap ng maghunker ng happiness eh. Ang problema, ini-stress ni Srila Prabhupada, even though yung happiness na yan, kahit hanapin mo pa sa highest planetary system ng Brahmaloka, or you dive deep to the lowest of the planetary system, Patalaloka, yung enjoyment, that propensity enjoyment is practically the same. Unfortunately, you're looking in the wrong place. Parang ganun. So, let us not look happiness here in the material world, or even that there nga sa highest planet na Brahmaloka, kasi may extinguish siya after some time. It's not the same. It will not last forever. Parang ganun. So Radhachan Prabhu, you're present with us again. Please continue.
Nag-fall down ako
Nag-adlib
dun
lang ako konti.
nag-fall down yung internet.
Tama, pati internet
Pati
nag-fall down.
nag-fall down. So, ang ganda ng sinabi ni Radarat pero naabutan ko nun niya. In a higher planetary system, same. There's enjoyment to the extreme, syempre. Kasi, alam doon, facilitated nga talaga. Again, temporary pa rin yun. So, even the life there is temporary. Hindi pa rin siya yung eternal happiness. It's frustrating. Even, kaya yung mga stories, even yung demigods, are sometimes become bewildered because of certain things na mga nangyayari. Minsan nga, pati yung happiness nila, sabi nga, happiness and distress magkasunod palagi yan. Matras partias to conteya. Minsan, happy-happy sila doon. Tapos dadating yung mga demon, sasakupin sila. Di ba? Ang daming stories na ganon. So, this kind of things um, are distractions. At the same time, tempting. And other sinasabi niya fake friends could be literatures. Ito, this will be information, this will be magiging goal ng buhay ko. Pero a little deviation nga, parang it could illusion us palayo kay Krishna. Tapos maramdaman mo, teka lang, parang wala na akong taste sa Krishna consciousness. Wala na akong taste papunta kay Krishna ulit. Parang yung passion ko nagising into another bagay na bubuhusan ko lang ng oras. Tapos try ko lang to na onte. Little that na years mo na nakafocus uli doon. And wala na uli si Krishna. Malayo-malayo na siya. And one thing na, syempre may fake friends. Meron ding best friend, which is the real friend natin is si Krishna. Ako, personal experience ko with, hindi naman ganun katagal ako nagka-chant. Pero while chanting, throughout the years of my life, marami rin ako na-experience in between. And ang sarap ng pakiramdam pag nagka-chant ako, ma nare-realize ko nga 'no, Krishna, ang dami kong pinagdadaanan pero ikaw pa rin yung kasama ko, hawak-hawak ko pa rin yung japamala, and nagcha-chant ka pa rin. Parang when you're chanting, yung kamay mo na sa beadbag na uli, pumapasok uli dun sa conversation niyo ni Krishna. Kayo uli yung magkausap. Krishna, ang dami kong pinagdadaanan, andiyan ka pa rin 'no. 'Di ba? Ako lang, eh. Ako lang yung gumagawa ng paraan para lumayo or minsan hindi ko hinahawakan yung beads ko. Pero again and again, ang solution palagi sa mga nangyayari sa atin is spiritual solution, which is sadhana and chanting. Hindi ko lang binubuksan yung mga libro. Ako lang eh. Pag masaya, ganun din. Di ba? Nandiyan ka pa rin. That's the real best friend. And sabi nga, the spiritual master, Krishna and the devotees are real friends. Kasi real friends are looking after our back na hindi tayo basta-basta hayaan ma-fall down. At the same time, pushing us closer kay Krishna. Hilaan papunta kay Krishna. And the fake friends, ano yung ginagawa nun? They'll make ways for you to forget Krishna and hilaan pababa. Of course, andyan na yung mga you could see in the material life. Andyan yung mga gossip, andyan yung backfighting, andyan yung fault finding. Ang daming pwedeng nangyayari. Andyan yung envy. Pero yung real friends would be, mapapansin mo, minsan hindi kayo palagi magkasundo like devotees, hindi, because of nature. Pero same goal, palapit kay Krishna. Pag umupo na kayo in japa or in class, especially in kirtan, parang baliwala yung mga petty things. Lahat tayo papunta kay Krishna, lahat tayo mag-serve kay Krishna, lahat tayo nagka-chant ng name ni Krishna. And that will clearly draw the line. Sino yung fake friends, sino yung real friends natin. And sobrang, alam mo yun, akala ko dati pag matanda na, makikita mo na yung real friends mo. And habang nakikilala ko yung mga iba't ibang tao while I'm traveling or meeting them, sobrang longing pala talaga yung tao sa real and genuine friends. Talagang naghahanap sila ng totoong kaibigan. Even in the business world, even in the celebrity world, even in the, alam mo yung mga famous na, kahit marami kang followers, minsan they're depressed kasi marami silang followers sa social media pero wala silang real friends. And very fortunate, I could say, because I'm not the most, ano mo sabihin, I'm not the most friendly living being. Pero ang daming friendly devotees around. So parang that's the wealth na pwede ko, oh, I could say I'm rich. I'm wealthy because of the real friends I have around. Because of you. Because we're talking about Krishna. Galing, no? And ang ganda ng poster, we are the kids that your parents warned about. Warn about. Kasi we have the parents na pwede magsabi sa atin, di ba? Na parang, alam mo yun, totoo yun eh. Yung papunta ka pa lang, pabalik na sila. Talaga may experience.
Winarningan ka na nila eh. Yeah, winarningan
Oh,
ka na nila.
hinay-hinay ka lang dyan. Baka minsan niyahayaan nila tayo magkamali ng onte. Di ba, minsan, alam mo yung parents, minsan hayaan ka madapa. Di ba? Pero alam mo yun, parang totoo. Ang cool lang tignan nung mga, alam mo yun, cool friends or medyo ano. Pero alam mo, pansin ko, Radhanath Prabhu, yung mga cool na tao, nasa Krishna consciousness eh. Ang daming talents, ang daming activities, ang daming kaya gawin, tas ang daming, alam mo yun, all walks of life. If we read also yung mga disciples ni Srila Prabhupada, di ba, ang dami rin kakaibang mga tao doon. Parang ang daming character na, baga, alam mo yun, nababarkada, magkaroon ako ng mga barkada, mga friends din ng mga, alam mo yun, kakaibang mga artists, ano. Pero iba sa devotees eh. Yung level ng pagiging musician, level ng pagiging artist, iba eh. Iba yung mga devotees and mga ginagawa nila. And I'm happy and satisfied to be around devotees. Feeling ko parang ano eh, pag wala yung association ng devotees, malungkot.
Ang ganda nun eh, yung ano, we go back to ano eh, this good friends, bad friends, good friends. Ano eh, ultimately talaga, si Krishna talaga is the best friend we have. Diba, even this life, meron tayong friend na, ano, nagkaroon tayo ng friend or still now, we have this friend na, pag may something kang ginagawa na tingin niyang magkakamali ka or mapapasama ka, ano eh, warning ka niya eh. Huwag mo gawin niya kasi pwedeng ganito mangyari sa'yo, masama. Diba? Meron tayong friend na ganun eh, yung concern talaga sa'yo. Genuinely concerned talaga sa'yo. Minsan sasabihan ka niya, depende sa personality ng friend na yan na either in harsh way or in a good way. But the message is, anyway, it's the same. Na, don't do this, mapasama ka eh. Ganito gawin mo para okay. May ganun tayong friend eh. Diba? And hopefully meron tayong ganun friends sa buhay natin. Pero dapat meron.
Kailangan ng ganon.
In connection, si Krishna sabi din sa purport sa text 19. Si Krishna ganun eh. Mayroon akong naalalang verse before natin or verse or what they're saying before natin i-discuss kung ano yung sinabi ni Srila Prabhupada dito. May sinabi yung teacher or spiritual master ni Srila Prabhupada, si His Divine Grace, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada also. Yung spiritual master ng ating founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, si Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. So, isa sa mga teachings niya, mga last teachings niya before he passed away, sabi niya, those who are favored by gods, their paths are set with thorn. May ganun eh. So, si Krishna, pag may fini-favor siya na devotee, parang gano'n eh, tatanggalin niya yung mga bisyo mo eh, or mga bad things para sa'yo eh. Yun yung sinasabi ni Srila Prabhupada dito sa purport niya, sabi niya. Similarly, a neophyte such foolish devotees are sometimes put into difficulty by the Lord Himself. As a special favor, He may remove all material paraphernalia. By such action, the bewildered devotee is forsaken by all friends and relatives, and so he comes to his senses again by the mercy of the Lord, and set right to execute his devotional service. So parang, pag may impediment sa path mo towards Krishna, si Krishna tatanggalin niya yon kung alam niyang magiging impediment siya. So similarly, parang sa good friend na meron tayo sa buhay. Pag alam niyang mapapabisyo ka dyan or mapapasama ka dyan, gagawin niya yung best niya para sabihan ka kung talagang good friend siya or talagang i-force ka niya na wag kang mag-take ng ganyan. Wag mong i-take yung path na yan kasi masama sa'yo yan. And only good results will come out of that. Although sometimes masakit. Kasi even I'm sure we can say Radhachan Prabhu that is actually relating to Srila Prabhupada's experience. Because in his experience, si Srila Prabhupada, he was a very successful. Before he focused on his mission to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, he was a well-to-do person. He's a very successful business person also. A wonderful family. But if you read the timeline, talagang makikita mo may mga, yung nangyari kay Srila Prabhupada, one by one, talagang tinanggal ni Krishna sa kanya yun. Gumawa si Krishna ng way na, okay, let this go because I have some other mission for you Family life somehow became so-so. He had to renounce. Before that, the business became nalugi, parang ganon, or parang nawala, all of a sudden nawala. Tinanggal ni Krishna lahat sa kanya. So parang ganon. Krishna will take out as a special favor nga. So that the devotee can focus his attention to Krishna only. Kasi ganyan si Krishna, jealous friend din yun. Pag medyo marami kang ibang friends bukod sa akin, ba, hindi yata pwede yan. Ako yung best friend mo dapat sa akin ka lang. Parang ganun, ba? In that sense, parang ganun. Si Krishna is very, very much jealous. So, wag tayo masyadong, dapat laging sa kanya lang ang focus.
Yes, yes. Nakakatuwa yun eh. Yeah, Krishna is really a jealous friend. Ayaw niyang una siyempre, ayaw niyang mapunta ka dun sa wrong friends, sabi ni Radhanath Prabhu. Gagawin niya yun, sabihin niya yun. 'Di ba? May sugar coating, minsan medyo mas tough love. Minsan pag ayaw magising talaga, 'di ba? Minsan kailangan may onting may onting yanig na parang o nga kailangan magising. And a lot of devotees, ang dami ko narinig ng stories na yung how one become or encounter Krishna consciousness. Like, of course, our very dear senior godbrother, late Bharutapa Prabhu, sinunog yung bahay niya ni Krishna. Tabi in his words kasi yung bahay na yun, nag-start na siya mag-Krishna consciousness. Pero yung isang paa niya na kay Krishna, yung isang paa niya nasa sense gratification. Kasi alam mo yun, with all the business and all the other vices are still there. Eh yung hub nung vices nila is yung bahay niya. Tinanggal ni Krishna. Tapos ang kwento nun, nasalba lang daw niya electric fan. Tapos yung nilabas niya yung electric fan, tinutulungan niya yung ibang kapitbahay kasi alam mo yun, magkasalba ng gamit or alam mo yun, at least safe. Yung electric fan na sinalba niya, ninakaw pa. So parang, nga nirelease niya, Krishna, ano bang gusto mong mangyari? Parang, seryoso ako kasi they're doing vices pero pinag-usapan nila si Krishna. Alam mo yun, parang urong-sulong. Kinuha siya bigla ni Krishna. Nag-full-time devotee si Miss Grace Bharutapa Prabhu. And from him, a lot of devotees, a lot of people na-change yung heart nila because of his service and spreading Krishna sa iba. So hanggang ngayon, parang since nakilala ko siya, yun yung story niya. Laging si Krishna yung gumawa nun. Yes, Prabhu Radhanath.
I-connect ko lang. Kasi actually, sa story na yan, syempre, nakwento na sa atin ni Pro Borota pa no? May kwento kasi dyan na may isang devotee actually na nag-warn sa kanya Sabi niya, sige ka, pag hindi mo tinigil na, baka sunugin ni Krishna yan. Sunugin yung bahay mo. Actually, may nagganon. Kwento ni Prabhu, may kinuwento siya ng ganon na, actually si Rod Prabhu. Di ba? Si Rod Smith Prabhu.
Rod Smith.
Sinabihan siya na gano'n na, wag di mo tinigil yan, ba sunugin ni Krishna yung bahay mo. Kasi yun nga, yung kinikwento ni Prabhu, nangyari nga.
Grabe, no? Grabe yun eh. Kasi this kind of people, medyo sikat sila sa underground music scene. Mga 80s sila yon. So, yung mga pangalan na yan, saka nagpunta sila sa Krishna consciousness. Ayun nga, medyo extreme sila on both side. Extreme sila sa Krishna consciousness, pero extreme din sila dun sa sense gratification. Tapos, nagtatag of war. And syempre, Krishna reigns supreme. Diba? And yung na-realize nyo,
Krishna
syempre on that
wins.
moment, parang Krishna wins, di ba? Parang lagi pag doon tayo sa situation, parang ang sakit eh. Di ba? Ang sakit nung yung moment na tinatanggal yung attachment natin eh. Mga Krishna, bakit naman ako? Gusto ko na nga mag-chant, nag-chant na nga ako eh. Di ba? Pero hindi, pag lumagpas tayo dun sa situation na yun, Krishna, ito pala yung ginawa mo. You just saved me from a lot of troubles. May onting tough love na nangyari, pero love ni Krishna para talaga yon. And gayon nga yung nangyayari dito, sabi ni Sher Prabhupada, na minsan, pag nag-fall down yung isang tao, tutuloy niya next life. Kung walang-wala talaga, hindi niya matuloy. May facilities bibigay si Krishna next life. So, nothing is lost. Either good family birth na may aristocratic family and Brahminical or saintly family para matuloy. Pero minsan may chances na hindi niya matutuloy basta-basta kasi yung masisilaw uli siya dun sa aristocratic life. Imbis na gamitin niya yung Krishna consciousness, he will use that to sense gratification. Pero more fortunate daw kapag si Krishna, katulad sabi ni Radhanath Prabhu, sinifly turn niya yung, parang minanipulate niya yung buhay natin na, oo nga, no, Krishna, alam ko na yung priority ko ngayon. Na in this life pa lang, pinakita na niya sa atin. And yes, hindi ibig sabihin na Krishna consciousness tayo, mananalo tayo sa loto, yayaman tayo, walang pain, lahat ng friends natin totoo sa paligid, yung family life natin okay. Hindi ganon. Kumbaga, hindi hindi nabubuo yung diamond sa ganon. Hindi nabubuo. Alam mo yun, kung yung mga other saying na hindi mabubuo yung great na hindi matatasa yung lapis without, shedding yung unwanted wood saka yung, hindi na lead yun yung charcoal sa loob. Hindi ma-sharpen. Yung kailangan gawin yung process na yun. And at the same time, yung attachment natin, kailangan mawala. Mahirap At ano tayo, kapit na kapit tayo doon Kailangan tanggalin ni Krishna. Para, nga no, ba't pahawak ko yung mabigat na bag na yun? Hindi ko naman kailangan yun Unwanted baggages nga And that process, we will know si Krishna yung best friend natin. On the process, mahirap. Pero pag meron tayong, like sabi nga, we have good friends, i-explain niya baka si Krishna may arrangement niyan. Or yung scripture, sasabihin din yun. Yung spiritual master, sasabihin din yun. Our pains, yung mga pain na nagdadaanan natin, yung mga struggles, pag alam na sa practice ka ng Krishna consciousness, wala na. Lahat yung papunta kay Krishna. Kahit anong angulo mo tignan, papunta kay Krishna yon. Yeah. Sabi nga ni Queen Kunti rin, yung sabi ni, it's a powerful verse and prayer na, sabi niya, na-realize niya, pag may trouble sa buhay niya, si Krishna andun palagi. This is in the story sa Mahabharata. Sabi niya, di Krishna, kung ganun lang din naman, bigyan mo na sa akin lahat ng trouble para kasama kita and lagi ito naalala. Kasi, madalas, pag okay ako, nakakalimutan ko yung mga bagay-bagay. Just like us, aminin natin, mas masarap mag-chant pag may problema kaysa masaya tayo. Minsan nakalimutan nga natin si Krishna Just like in church, simbahan, 'di ba? Pag nanalo ko yung isang tao, nanalo siya sa lotto or successful or na-promote siya, takbo niyan sa bar celebration, 'di ba? Inuman. Pero pag may problema 'yan, magdadasal 'yan, 'di ba? Madalas nakakalimutan ng tao si Krishna kapag masaya. And pag malungkot lang tayo, ay Krishna, sorry nakalimutan kita. Palaging gano'n What can you say about that, bro? As observation ko, minsan, madalas pala ganun.
Now, having understood that, hopefully understood that, mag-trust tayo kay Krishna kasi sabi nga, lalo na pag may mga bagay na dumarating sa buhay natin na mga tough situations or just very hard to deal with. We can now look at it at that perspective na this is Krishna's way of purifying my existence. Nothing happens by chance. We have our own baggage of karma. We have our things to deal with in this material world. The difference now is that I know Krishna will protect me if I simply remember Him. Parang yung example nga na binigay ni Prabhu yun, si Queen Kunti. Ganun siya. No matter how difficult life was for her, and it was very difficult, pinagdaanan ni Queen Kunti.
Hindi biro difficult yun.
magandang stories yun about the experiences of Queen Kunti. But she just always meditated on Krishna. Grateful that Krishna was there. Krishna was present in her life in toughest situation. And Krishna really was, even sa atin. We just tend to forget. We just tend to not recognize. But now, if we are always reminded that, whatever happens to our life, good or bad, if we keep our, you can say, if we keep our cool every time, whether happiness or distress, then we are in a good position. If you simply remember Krishna, di ba? Parang ganun eh. So, hence, wala kang talo. Walang mawawala, wala kang talo. If you simply, we always remember Krishna.
Sobrang ganda nun. Talagang wala nga talagang talo sa ano, sa friendship mo kay Krishna. Yes, we have to safeguard. Hindi lang yung mga totoong tao or yung mga fake friends sa paligid natin that could influence us in other things. Again, we know, we surround ourselves with like-minded persons, Krishna conscious person. We respect from a distance yung mga tao or yung mga bagay na pwedeng maka-influence sa atin to fall down. And that's one rule. And of course, we should happy celebrating other success, the envious. We have to safeguard ourselves with that kasi pwedeng ayun yung cause, ayun yung mind could be our, hindi lang, ano nga fake friends eh. Mind could be the worst enemy. So, ayun yung mga bagay na pwede natin gawin. Surround ourselves with the right association. As well as yung mga information ng mga pupuntahan natin. Yung, ano to, yung cellphone could be our fake or real friends din eh. Kung saan ka dadalhin yan eh. One click, pwede ka mapunta kung saan-saan and pwedeng mag-relapse yung mga pwedeng iniwanan mo ng addiction or depression. 'Di ba? So we have to safeguard ourselves na, oh, teka lang, anong decision na gagawin ko? Krishna conscious, oh, ang dami kong time, eh, di basa ako ng libro, chanta ako ng rounds ko, or associate ako sa devotees. Alam mo yun, parang kailangan alerto tayo kasi si Maya, alluring din talaga siya. Kumbaga, alerto din siya na may inattention tayo. Pasok yan. Di ba? Although Maya is a great devotee of Krishna, pero that's her duty. He could garb as our fake friends na pwedeng, ano mo yun, mag-crumble and masira lahat. At the same time, if we are in that success in our lives, may facilities tayo, we should always much more remember Krishna. Use that for Krishna consciousness. And hindi siya yung maging hindrance natin to remember Krishna. I was reading this book, and it's called The Game of Life. Another perspective to sa life ni Lord Ramachandra. And yung mga stories dun in different characters, lahat sila, the great leader, Dasarat, yung king, emperor, ang dami niya na-experience, si Ramachandra mismo, and other character. Sabi, hindi naman goal ng buhay natin maging successful materially. Or ano mo yun, mapunta yung rurok ng success or kung ano man yung binibigay ng society and ng media or yung beauty or the fame. Lagi ang game of life natin, ang goal doon is to always remember Krishna in good times or in bad times and never forget him. So with that, we know Krishna is our real friend. We know yung mga fake friends natin, hindi lang in the form of human, hindi lang in the form of virus, hindi lang in the form of other na pwedeng nasa literatures, pwedeng sa information, pwedeng sa sarili natin din. Or yung mga old habits natin could be our fake friends. Kasi it's comforting. It's instant gratificatory. So, medyo like friends, kailangan kilalanin natin yung real friends natin. We should spend quality time. We should get to know them better and make efforts. Di ba, pag may friends ka, kailangan magbibigay ka ng effort, bigyan mo ng, alam mo yun, you should give time, gifts, words, and prasadam, food. Krishna is also like that. You should make ways how to redevelop, lalong lumalim yung friendship, yung relationship natin kay Krishna. So that will be our takeaway for today. Hindi tayo dumami yung, hindi natin dinamihan yung verses kasi ang lalim na usapan na ito. Kung sino yung success nga daw ng isang leader or isang king or isang person would rely kung sino yung nakapaligid sa kanya. And sobrang importante yon. And I'm always honored na humbled having the association ng mga devotees. parang tagal na, everyday tayong parang ilang weeks na rin 'no, nasa 5th chapter na tayo and all the classes and, alam mo 'yun, sabay-sabay tayong natututo about kay Krishna. And, nakakatuwa and I'm feeling so fortunate to have your association and I'm feeling wealthy, 'no, I'm rich. Puwede ko sabihin 'yun 'no. I'm feeling wealthy because of this association, because of the friendship. Thank you for your friendship. Maraming maraming salamat. And please, please chant our rounds, read your Prabhupada books, and be Krishna conscious. Make ways how to perform devotional service creatively, menial service, and all. And of course, whatever happens in our life, remember Krishna. Thank you very much to my dear God brother, dear friend Radhanath Prabhu. Maraming maraming salamat.
Thank you. Thank you. May gusto akong i-share na last parting words
Yes,
for today's
please.
session. Si Krishna
The
may
sweet
sinabi
note.
na, binigay na sa atin ni Krishna yung yung sa hint or tip paano raw maging always happy. Saan tayo pupunta kung gusto nating mag-relish ng something. Sabi niya sa Bhagavad Gita yung ganun eh. Yung verse na in English, sabi niya, the thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me, and their lives are fully devoted to my service. And they derive great satisfaction and bliss by always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Diba? So, if you want to always have this very delightful and very satisfying times, sabi ni Krishna, they just simply converse about me. Diba? Just talk about me. I have so many good things to share with you. Just read about it and talk about it. Parang kasi ikaw 'di ba pag pag yung tao no, pag gustong-gusto mong si Krishna kasi present siya eh. Magiging present kasi siya sa association ng devotees eh. Sabi nga 'di ba parang pag may isang tao, alam niya na pupunta siya sa isang party na i-glorify siya. Gusto niya dun. Gusto niya mag-stay dun kasi syempre about sa akin 'yun eh. Ha? Siya nagbibigay siya ng you can say satisfaction sa person na yon. So similarly si Krishna as a supreme person, whenever his devotees talks about him, he will be present. Diba? He will be present. And because he's present, the association, the sangha, the, the, the meetings are always delightful and satisfying. And that's only because we're performing such devotional service of speaking about Krishna and associating with one another. So, likewise, like Radhachan Prabhu said, thank you. I'm just really grateful and very happy to be with you all and be able to assist Radhacharan Prabhu in his wonderful preaching efforts and lovely association. So yeah, just really grateful and happy.
Wonderful. Sobrang ganda nung verse na sinabi. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwells in me. Sweet ni Krishna, no? Sabi nga, pag binuksan mo raw yung puso nung pure devotee, makikita mo si Krishna. Pero pag binuksan mo yung puso ni Krishna, makikita mo yung devotees. Ganun siya. Hindi lang tayo yung gusto makaalala sa kanya. Si Krishna lagi tayong naalala. Of course, I'm not a pure devotee, pero ayun yung goal natin. Maalala natin si Krishna palagi. And gano'n siya ka-sweet. And gano'n ka-sweet yung association with devotees. Sobrang sweet. Um, ah, like for sure, ang dami na nating experience even in months or weeks pa lang in the association of devotees. Parang ang sweet parang ang sarap ng pakiramdam. And mararamdaman mo pag real friend. Iba yung pakiramdam. Talagang, um, kumbaga, intuition-wise or experience-wise, you know, and mararamdaman mo ang ecstatic ng dating. And sabi nga ni Rabindranath Prabhu sa verse, um, they derive great satisfaction. Satisfying to talk about Krishna. So, kita tayo palagi every morning, every day in different classes. Actually, 11 o'clock today kasama si Guru Maharaj and 2:30 kasama si Ashu. So, let's derive that great satisfaction and be with Krishna through hearing Krishna consciousness, Krishna stories, Krishna's pastime, and Krishna's name. I'm your servant Radha Charandas.
I'm the servant of the servant, and you're hopefully you're a good friend. Radhanath Das, very happy to be here. Grateful.
Yes, add niyo si Radnath Prabhu sa Facebook. And eto yun, marami nagtatanong sa akin regarding kirtan. Ask Radhanath Prabhu yung mga playlist ng kirtan. Ang daming ano, yung mapapasa niyo. Ang sarap makinig ng mga music and kirtan and glorious ni Krishna. So, si hotline nyo for kirtan, si Radhanath Prabhu. Maraming salamat, everyone. Grantaraj, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Krishna's the real friend ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Thank you very much, everyone. Good morning. Maraming salamat. Kita-kits later. High five.